Going live. I'm live. Can you hear me? I'm live. Can you hear me? I don't know. We'll have to watch it and find out. I'm in my bed. I have bedhead. I slept late. It's my day off. I did color my hair also. I hope that everybody enjoys it. And I really hope everybody can hear me. I've never used my laptop to do a video or go live. So, we'll find out. I'm going to read for Aquarius a couple of different cards because I feel like the Aquarius, that I connect with, that I read for, has been through a lot. I think everybody in the world probably has been through a lot. It's just maybe not everybody has learned all of the things, you know? Hi. Hi, Deborah Harris. So I'm basically going to use just a lot of cards to see what the cards tell me as far as Aquarius, contributing, because Aquarius is very concerned with humanity as a whole, the humanitarian of the zodiac. So I kind of want to see if we can get some more information on like how Aquarius could possibly channel their knowledge, their learning, their experience, their healing. So, right off the bat, I'm just starting off with dream cards, but I see this one in particular: robots, aliens. I mean, it's pretty cool. Aliens and UFOs in a dream indicate a desire to escape reality. Okay, well, I feel like a lot of people in the world probably want to escape reality. Life is hard, life is tricky. Um, it says the vision. Oh, okay. Perhaps your mind is visionary in character. Your imagination can take you beyond the limits of the ordinary. The downside of this abundant creativity is that you may have problems fitting in with worldly expectations. I mean, I feel like that is exactly Aquarius. There may be some lack of connection between yourself and others. You may feel different in some way and struggle to conform to the requirements of a role. This kind of dream is urging you to celebrate your uniqueness. It may also suggest that there are aspects of yourself that you have yet to discover. And that's kind of like what I'm talking about. Who else is here? Hi, Myra. How are you? Oh, and happy birthday. Happy birthday. Okay, so okay, dreams. Okay, I'm reading the dream decoder cards, and I'm not saying that everybody's having these dreams. I'm just using them to get information on Aquarius. And Myra, we saw this card. This is what we're looking at, which is robots and aliens. We're talking about how Aquarius can use their knowledge, their healing power, the work that they have done, the personal work to help others in the world, because I think that's what Aquarius is needing to be doing right now. It said dreams about robots may have a similar meaning, but they express a warning. You may be losing your individuality in your attempts to conform. Aquarius doesn't like to conform, not at all. Aquarius is a rebel. Alternatively, you may need to be more logical and less emotional in your daily life, or the opposite could be true. The dream's mood make things clear. That's always so true with dreams. However, no matter what you see or what happens in your dreams, how you feel in the dream, that's the most important thing. I had a dream once that like wolves were running at me and barking and like howling and snarling, and I just stood there and I was so excited. I was not scared at all. And once they got to me, they just jumped up on me and started licking my face. How you feel in your dream, no matter what's going on in the dream, that's the most important thing. Now, let's see. Two other cards fell out: technology, wedding and marriage. Whoa, whoa, now. Commitments. Those are kind of freaky. Um, who, though? How is a wedding and a marriage a commitment? A contract between a man and a woman and a woman, a man and a man, however you want to put it, however you want to be. Everybody do their own thing, be happy. The interpretation applies to all wedding related details: bride, groom, bridesmaids, ushers, wedding cake, rings, proposal, and so on. Symbols that indicate the potential for moving from one phase of life to another with excitement, commitment, and love. Ah, they can refer to relationships, but they can also point to a leap forward in your professional life or more generally, your personal development. A deep psychological level, a marriage may represent the masculine and feminine aspects of yourself uniting, or a balance of reason and emotion. Oh, look, it's rings. It's a ring. It's commitment. It's commitment. Okay, and technology. This is right up Aquarius's alley. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. Uranus is the planet of electricity. It rules the internet. Like totally rules the internet. We're moving into the age of Aquarius. Everything, okay, it's going to be the year of the dragon. All of the planets are lined up in such a way that the last time they were aligned this way, the French Revolution happened. Epic stuff is going to be happening from now on for at least the rest of our lives. Seriously, it's going to be that way for a long time. We are going to be the pioneers. We are the pioneers, the Aquarius. The internet, technology can be our friend. It is our friend. So, computers, laptops, and tablets occur very commonly in dreams. So, do heavier pieces of hardware, such as elevators and escalators. Often, technology malfunctions or proves frustrating in some other way. If it's a computer, your files may get deleted or corrupted, or you're unable to access them to receive messages or emails. If it's an elevator, the mechanism sticks. We think of technology as a servant programmed to obey our bidding. I mean, it is, isn't it? I mean, when technology doesn't work, I'm always like, wasn't technology just created to work? Isn't that the whole point? You know? Hence, devices that malfunction in a dream show that we aren't as much control of situations or relationships as we think. In your interpretation, consider the purpose of the use of technology. A dysfunctional email may imply that you're struggling to connect to communicate your true feelings to someone. You may be insufficiently clear or emphatic about your needs. If this doesn't fit, look for other sources of frustration. Something is obstructing your career, the feeling that technology is passing you by. Okay. That's what the card looks like. So, very, very, very Aquarius. Trees, mountains, and gardens. Obviously, that's just a card I just saw. Trees, mountains, and gardens. It's a really pretty card. That's a really pretty card. Go outside. Trees, mountains, and gardens. I mean, if you're in California, we will all pray for you because crazy stuff's going on in California. But this is just like, I just want to talk about how Aquarius can be channeling what they've learned, because Aquarius has learned so much, and Aquarius has experienced the dark night of the soul, I feel like probably 20 times, and they keep coming back. They keep rising up like the phoenix. It just keeps happening, devastation hits and they rise up. Maybe not immediately, but they rise up because they understand that life is growth and things are going to happen in life. It can't be perfect all the time. It can't be rainy all the time either. Do y'all remember that movie, The Crow? It can't rain all the time. Oh, such a good movie. So these cards that I'm pulling today are going to be just kind of like helpful indicators on how Aquarius can channel their knowledge, their inner knowledge, and how to help other people. All Sun, hi, how are you? I'm okay. Maybe my chat's on this side. Sorry. So now I'm going to go to the archetypes, and I'm going to I was thinking I should get like 4 cards because 4 is a very solid number, the 4 directions. We'll see. We'll see what cards just come out. This is just purely to help Aquarius to understand, try to help them understand, get thinking. The Mystic. It fell on the ground. Are we ignoring our mystical powers? Are we ignoring or maybe not honoring, maybe not paying attention to the amount of connectedness that we have to so many other dimensions and realms and nature in this world where everybody kind of seems to be living still in the matrix? Like they're realizing that there is a matrix there. They don't know how to get out of it. They don't know how to get out of it. They don't know how to get out of their own way. Aquarius had to figure out how to get out of their own way. Mystic. So exciting. I'm just excited that I finished my homework in time. For real. This is my book. This is my book. Emergency care. I'm learning. The Mystic, though. The Mystic is not in there. But you know what? This book does talk about your intuition. It does mention your intuition. So it's legit. Intuition is legit in emergency care. So that means it's legit in real life, whether people want to admit it or not. This book says many times, follow your intuition. If you feel like a patient has something wrong, if you feel like, follow it. The Mystic. It's such a good song, Into the Mystic. Van Morrison. Okay. Ooh, and the forest. Can you see the forest for the trees? The Mystic is going to be a person. So this book is divided into people, places, tools, the places. So the self, the comic, the healer, the sustainer, destroyer, the mystic. Okay. The mystic is often misunderstood in our culture, depicted as a wandering or lighthearted daydreamer. Yet, like Shiva, the true mystic plays a critical role in society, remaining fearlessly dedicated to the path of transformation. In order to save the earth from darkness, Shiva swallows the poison of the world and holds it in his throat, slowly transmuting the liquid into nectar. Ambrosia, the nectar of the gods. This is the work of the mystic. They do not fear darkness, but rather sit in the presence of it, harness the potential and the latent energy behind it, and embed it with light. They are patient and prudent change makers, seeking growth above all else. Unanswerable questions are the mystic's lifeblood. The mystic revels in mystery, in the great riddle of life, dancing with the forces of light and dark upon its wings. When light, they're the remover of darkness, visionary and ageless. Happy birthday, Aquarius. When dark, expects results, seeks attention and recognition. Oy, okay. It may seem that the mystic is inward facing, yet its light beams back to the world with the strength of 1,000 stars. Aquarius is the star. Aquarius is the star. We know this. Like any light worker, the mystic must build a relationship with fire. This begins by awakening the inner flame or tapas within. Ooh. Okay, so we've got the forest right here. We had mountains, trees, and gardens. We've got the mystic. We shine the light of 1,000 stars. Build a relationship with fire. Okay, so build a relationship with fire. Okay, so EMTs in my own personal life, I'm smiling a little bit like that I am because they work with the fire department. So, all firefighters are EMTs first. I'm feeling kind of like if you have a fireplace in your house, maybe you need to make a fire. If you're going camping, maybe you need to make like some time. Set aside a specific day, go to a place where there are not fire restrictions in place. If there are fire restrictions in place, find out what they are and abide by them. Do not be dangerous. But I'm feeling kind of like we need to build a relationship with fire. So I'm kind of feeling like we need to go out and we need to make a fire. I mean, this is also kind of just like basic elemental like alchemy. Everything begins and ends with fire. Of course, a star is going to be fire. And the mystic looks like there's a fire like right in the center. I kind of see like an owl, but it's also a moth, and then there's an eye. You see the eye right there? The forest is on the bottom of the deck, camping, trees. The trees are alive. They do know that you're there. They love it whenever you go and sit by them and talk to them. They really do. The stone. Now, Thea. The stone. This is going to be a tool. A tool. I always say tool kind of like, like sometimes I'll call a person I don't like a tool. And then I always think I like tools. Like, why am I calling them something that's helpful? That's the wrong one. Stone is what I'm looking for though. My phone. We're not going to look at that right now. I ignore my phone a lot. As an archetypal object, the stone holds psychic and literal weight. Its energy is one of permanence, concreteness, and reliability. The stone's ability to transform is nearly imperceptible to us, as it changes ever so slowly over countless human lifespans. A single stone that may see thousands of generations come and go, therefore it contains an ancient and eternal presence. The stone is best used to anchor our wild side. So no matter how far we roam, we can always find our way back. The stone tethers us to the earth, helping to ground and connect us to stillness, quiet, and peace. When this card appears, it is likely the stone is a remedy for what ails us. Humble and easily unnoticed, the power of the stone balances the frenzy of our world. Ooh, steadfast, loyal, committed, and present. Well, that's when it's light. When it's dark, it's weighted down, holding back, and cold. A Jewish mourning tradition, in Jewish mourning, like mourning traditions, stones are left at graves rather than flowers. Sit with this vision for a moment and see what unfolds. Build a cairn in nature. Find inspiration in Andy Goldsworth's stone egg forms. Okay, so build a cairn in nature, but then also you need to take it down because there's kind of like this thing going on with like the Forest Service and also in the national parks, at least here in America, where people are building ridiculously big, massive cairns, and they are they're affecting the wildlife. Like they're either falling down on wildlife, they're keeping them from being able to like cross. It's kind of like a thing that's going on. So if you do go out into nature, at least here in America, I don't know how it is in other countries, you can build it, take it down before you leave. Leave no trace, basically. That's the rule number one for the forests and national parks here in America. Leave no trace. Exciting, fun. Ooh, that's another good song. Audio Slave, Like a Stone. Okay. All of these things helping Aquarius. Let's see. I'm going to go to Akashic Records right now. I mean, are you kind of getting from the cards that I've been reading, though, so far, that Aquarius, you have this foundation. this environmental connective foundation. It's almost like Aquarius, you can go and be into the matrix, and then you can also jump and take yourself out, and you know how to go back and forth and travel in between the two. You figured it out. You've also figured out how to heal heartache. You've figured out how to build yourself up. You've done the shadow work of yourself. You know yourself. You understand how that is important to help in the growth. You've understood what your ego is. You've understood how to get rid of your ego. You've understood what a temple your body is and how important laughter is. Aquarius, you're a teacher, whether you know it or not. And it's time to be really shining. You know, it's time to be shining to other people. And we can't be getting discouraged whenever we give advice and some people don't take it, because that is like a big pet peeve of mine. I gave you good advice to begin with. You didn't take it. I'm not going to talk to you again. No, we probably shouldn't be that way, especially if people do show up in our path and need our assistance. Tell me something for Aquarius in this new age. In this new age of Aquarius, what is that? Wars and battles. Male relationships. Interesting. Wars and battles. Male relationships. Okay. So, my hair is really red. It was not intended to be quite this dark. It just said like medium auburn. I was like not thinking it was going to be quite like this. I did cover up all the gray. Okay, 43, wars and battles and male relationships. I feel like the masculine, you know, the world is really out of balance. You know, the feminine energy was like held down for so long. And then it came up with like the women's lib, and then it kind of got like out of control. And it got to this point, in my opinion, where it kind of made the masculine feel like, well, what the fuck do they don't need me. You know, if you take away a man's purpose, he's going to spin out of control because of testosterone. It's like biological. And then you add, you know, the humanity side with the emotions and personality, DNA that make up a human man. And then you continually tell them that you don't need him. Well, I mean, obviously, he's going to lose part of his purpose. Women are healers, men are providers. This is biological. This is not my personal opinion. It's science. I feel like men have been pushed into I don't even know all the words for the place. And women, it seems like maybe might have pushed them there a little bit. The truth is, men need women and women need men. Neither one is equal, sorry to say. And neither one is more important than the other. They're both needed. It's a balance. Okay, review the war or battle from a past life with another person. Release and pay attention to the location or situation as it holds the energy of a war and battle. Connect to the spiritual warrior within yourself and release all that no longer serves. Let peace guide your way. Okay, Aquarius, especially male relationships. So masculine Aquarius, I'm going to say past lives maybe might have been warriors, you know, maybe might have been soldiers. Maybe also we need to be focusing on like our relationships, the male relationships in our lives. And not just the masculine Aquariuses that I'm reading for. I'm going to say Just because we're one sex in this incarnation doesn't mean we were this sex in all the other past lives if we had a bunch of other past lives. Like, I totally legit feel like this is kind of like one of my first incarnations as a female, because I have a really hard time adapting to girl things. That may also just be the nature of Aquarius. I believe Aquarius is a yang sign, so it's masculine. The situation involves a male relationship: father, brother, son, husband, or grandfather. Heal and clear the male or paternal line and bring forward masculine support. Call on a male master, capitalized with an M, angel or spirit guide, like call on Jesus. I call on Jesus all the time, every day, every day. Angel or spirit guide to give guidance and assistance with this matter or Akashic record. So interesting. Very interesting. Is there any other cards? Any other cards? I just want to stop and say, like, Aquarius, do you understand how much healing you've actually done in this incarnation? Do you really realize that? I mean, like, it's fucking amazing. It's phenomenal. It is almost unheard of. Like my granny and my papa, they had so many hardships in life, and they weren't allowed, like society did not allow them to sit around and cry about it or talk about it even, or to let it be seen. They just had to suck it up and go on about their lives. And by the end of their lives, after like 90 years of existence, fuck yeah, they were like the strongest people in the world, but also they were so unhappy because they never healed themselves. Insane. Can you imagine? We shouldn't imagine because we probably got to see it. We're not doing that. Aquarius is not doing that. And these cards just told me past wars and battles. So wherever location, like wherever you are, there's past war and battle that has happened there that somehow you were a part of. Generational trauma is what comes to my mind. Healing generational trauma, so the next generation doesn't have to deal with the bullshit. And we also really need to heal the masculine side. Like, we really do. I don't know how many people how that's going to hit very many people, because we seem to be in a really weird time with the whole woke side of the world. I don't even want to touch on that right now because I'm very old-fashioned. But I can tell you that it's a balance, and men and women do need each other. And we don't need to be mean to each other, and we don't need to make another person think that we're more important than another because of some kind of physiology. That doesn't need to happen. That's not going to get anyone anywhere. That's ego. And something that's not healed. Creative writing, health and healing, wars and battles, still at the bottom. Okay. Wars and battles. So I don't know about you, Aquarius, but for me, I feel like my whole entire life in this incarnation has been a battle. It's been a war. It's been a war against the darkness. It's been a war against myself, family, toxic relationships, and then there's healing. Okay, so creative writing. Creative writing. I don't know how much you like to write. I don't know if you like to use the typewriter. I don't know if you like to use a pen and a paper. If you want to use your laptop. If you want to dictate. But creative writing, there's something about what you can write down. I don't know. Have you ever done automatic writing where you just sit down with a paper and a pen and you just start writing, but you're not really looking at it? You kind of get into this meditative state and you just write and see what happens, what you write down. Health and healing. 17 and 7. 17 and 7. There's something about both of these things. Use creative or channeled writing to bring forward your sacred messages. Legal contracts are around you, so pay attention. Write something of high vibration to share and inspire others. This issue can be resolved with the written word. Simply write the messages and then let the energy work its magic. On a full moon, burn and release these messages. Lord Thoth and the scribes of the past lives are connecting to bring great wisdom. My instructor's name is Joe Toth. It's one H off from being Thoth. I've noticed that since I registered for the class. So amazing, so cool. You have so much power, Aquarius. So much power. So much light. Focus on your health and healing at this time. Create a health and healing chamber within the Akashic Garden Sanctuary for physical, mental, and emotional healing. Engage with your gifts as a healer and release any contracts or cards that would hold you back. Connect to the Arcturians and Archangel Raphael for assistance and support. So exciting. So good. So good. Should I do a regular tarot card? My voice is getting kind of hoarse. I've been excitedly talking. La, 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 la. That's all weird. My voice weird. My hair nighttime weird. I might go out in public like this. Let's see. Any cards that are positive. I'm going to help Aquarius to understand and how to put forth their message, their healing, their purpose, shine their light in their own personal lives. That is the question. How? King of Cups. Beautiful. Okay, so again, male relationships, masculine energy. 10 of Swords reversed. My voice, sorry. Let me do some coffee. The love needs to come back to the masculine side. The love needs to be given to the masculine side. It needs to be recognized. It needs to be healed. It needs to be brought back to life. The importance, the necessity, like the masculine side of humanity is needed. It's necessary. And it also deserves love. Women, yes, they carry babies. They give birth to life, but they cannot do it without a man. Again, both are necessary. The love needs to be brought back in the masculine side. It needs to be healed in the masculine side. I don't know how many people are going to like hearing that, but that's what needs to happen. We need to focus on that. Also, Jesus, God, an all-loving Father. That's what the King of Cups is. I also see this card. Justice. What is right and what is wrong. Going with justice. Justice is blind. It only chooses what's right and what's wrong. So, okay, well, this is a 33-minute live stream, and I think I'm going to look, okay, 5 of Wands with the 5 of Swords. Okay, so 5 is the number of divine grace in numerology. It's hard work. It's not an easy number, It's not an easy number. We need to stop fighting about the things that were stolen. We need to try to influence other people around us that maybe it would be better to stop fighting about the things that were stolen from them also. I read a quote that said, maybe this year is going to be the year where we choose who and what we're going to grow with instead of what we are letting go of. It's beautiful. It's beautiful for people with eyes to see and ears to hear. And I love you. Happy birthday. Thank you for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed this. I will do this as often as I can. I'm in school and I work. It might be very impromptu. It will be very impromptu. But thank you for being here. And I love you. And happy birthday, Aquarius.